Healthy during the holidays can be a challenge, and that includes your mental health. We're here this morning with Westlund Guidance Clinic Director Yolanda Bellinger. Thanks so much for being here with us today.
Thank you for having me this morning.
This is such a big topic this time of year. What are some of the struggles you see people having around the holidays with their mental health?
So for many people, the holidays are a time to experience festivities and spending time with family. But for others, this is not so much the case. Those that are out there living or struggling with mental health issues, it's a struggle. It becomes very, very difficult, especially those that live or struggle with depression or anxiety. The holidays are a time that that the anxiety or the depression actually increases. And we also have to remember that around the holiday time, there's many people out there that have lost close loved ones, and that is an extremely difficult time for them. So, you know, one thing that I wanted to mention that I said earlier about people that live or struggle with mental illness is that the holidays can be a time in many cases that people that have had adversities or traumas in their past, the holidays can become a trigger for them, which makes it very difficult because it could bring forth what we call those intrusive memories.
Right. So what are some of the basic signs and symptoms of depression, anxiety, and suicide that you should be able to look out for this time of year or all year long?
Sure. Well, one of the most predictors for depression is social isolation, excuse me. And so we look for people that have had those behavior changes, so people that isolate, that withdrawal. You might see for some that there's an increase of alcohol intake or maybe even drug intake. You might see them as appearing sad. They may, but for others, you could see them becoming very frustrated and irritated. And so it's really recognizing the behaviors that have changed during that time.
Yeah, paying attention to other people, that's important. What are some of the resources people can connect with during the holiday season?
So I think one of the most important things is to recognize to having a good support system. That's extremely important. So you want to make sure that if you're a person that's struggling, that you have a support system in place. We also have I can grab this.
Sure,
that's
yeah, go ahead.
I don't want to miss out on anything here, but there is, well, you can always call Westlund Guidance Clinic. We try to have people on hand to receive those phone calls, or people can just walk in if they're struggling. There's also this really cool phone app, and it's called Not Okay, and that's a phone app for suicide prevention. You can actually put up to 5 resources in there, and if you just hit like a panic button that's on there, it actually gives your GPS location.
That's
and
awesome.
It will prompt people that it'll come up, a message will come up and it'll say, hey, I'm not okay. Please call, text, or come and find me. So that's an amazing app to have. You can contact the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. That's at 1-800-273-TALK. We also have the Saginaw County Mental Health Facility. They do have crisis 24/7. That number is 1-800-233-0022. And then again, if all else fails, you might want to call 911.
Some fantastic resources there, and thank you so much for letting everyone know to just pay attention to your loved ones this time of year.
Yeah,
Such a big topic. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
If you want some more information about today's topic, check out the Hot Links section on WNEM.com.